So, I think we should be getting the next ending tonight. I think it's very interesting. I mean, I'm pretty certain I've gotten all of the notes by this point in the game. But I think most of the reasonings behind some things are done. I don't know. The story is very interesting. I don't know how I feel about the game making you have to play it 3 times to get all the, to get all of the notes. Twice I can kind of get. 3 times feels a bit much. 3 times feels a bit much because that means by the 3rd playthrough you only kind of just realizing some of the character motivations. But it's all good. I miss being a whiner. Another thing I noticed is that it seems depending on the ending you're getting, some of the scenes in the house change. Which is interesting, right? Kind of interesting. So, I don't know. This is a good cookie. So all in all, the different endings are good. I'm very curious what the actual final ending, the next ending will, the true ending will be. How... what that actually means. Because I think I figured out... most of the actual plot right now. If not the entirety of the plot. That means I'm also not sure what's real and what's not. That's the only thing I'm wondering if the final ending will show that. We're not getting the final ending today, though. I think what we're getting is probably a bad ending. That's my guess, anyway. Okay. Puzzle time. The sword and the fox fought, battling upon a set of scales. After a long and vicious fight, the fox fell to the sword. In the aftermath, the steel upon the land vanished without a trace. The sword raises itself towards the heavens. Raises itself heavensward. The scale is now dedicated to the rising sun. Now go, white bird, fly away and never come back. The white bird took to the air and flew towards the horizon, becoming a silhouette against the setting sun. Now nothing remained upon the land. Okay. Fought upon a set of scales. Okay, that's the swords, though. Oh, is this the white bird? Okay, so that's the white bird. What's that? Okay. The sword and fox fought, battling upon a set of scales. After a long, vicious fight, the fox fell to the sword, and in the aftermath, their seal upon the land vanished without a trace. The sword raised itself heavensward, the scales now dedicated to raising the sun. I mean, I think the scales are going to be there. Now go, white bird, fly away and never come back. The white bird took to the air and flew towards the horizon, becoming a silhouette against the setting sun. Now nothing remained upon the land. Okay, what if we get you here? Yeah, I don't think we want the fox on here. Raise itself to the sword, raise itself skyward. Huh. Coming still against the setting sun, now nothing remained upon the land. Oh! Okay, what if this is literally it? Okay. Nope, that's not it either. Because if I flip this, that turns into the blackbird. That turns into the fox. Sword and the fox fought, battling upon a set of scales. After a long vicious fight, the fox fell to the sword. In the aftermath, their seal upon the land vanished without a trace. The sword raises itself heavensward. The scales now dedicated to the scales now dedicated to the rising sun. I don't know if that is right. Scales now dedicated to the rising. Like, I don't know if that looks like the sun to you or not. Now go, white bird, fly away, never come back. The white bird took to the air and flew towards the horizon, becoming a silhouette against the setting sun. Now nothing upon... Maybe... This is the hard version of the puzzle. For some reason, this feels like not what I should be stuck on. I feel like the scales do need to be down here, though. Silhouette against the setting sun. Now nothing remained upon the land. Maybe that just needs to be facing the... Maybe the scales need, because maybe the scales are the thing that don't remain on the land anymore. Weird. Sword and fox fought the sword and fox fought battling upon a set of scales. So I feel like the scales are down here. Fox. Sword. Okay. In the after a long vicious fight, the fox fell to the sword. In the aftermath, their seal upon the land vanished without a trace. So I don't know. Bam. Sword raising itself heavensward. The scale is now dedicated to raising this to the rising sun. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, maybe that's all it is. Maybe the scales are now... Whitebird took to the horizon. Maybe that's all. Like, maybe the scales are on top because they're dedicated to the rising sun? No, that's not it either. and fly, never come back. The white bird took to the air and flew towards the horizon, becoming a silhouette against the setting sun. Oh. Okay. Okay, the setting sun. Okay, so the scales are down to the sun. The setting sun rises in the east, sets in the west. Oh. I don't know, whatever. Okay, that was a lot more annoying than it needed to be. Oh well, this is the fight. We're good. Time to watch her fight with herself for a little bit. So last ending, her other self was pleading with this version of Hinako because other Hinako like did not want to go through with this arranged marriage or whatever that's going on. Hmm.
調子って私調子悪ないよ
最近学校でも上の空じゃないか俺たちが話しかけてもぼんやりしてるし
There was a couple different scenes
悩みすぎて
here this time,
ま
but
た頭痛がひどくなってるんじゃないかって思ってさ
全然
そうか
うん心配しすぎだよごめんねお手洗い行ってくるね
あうんひなこのお母さん言ってたな最近隠れて何かを読んでいるって
oh, this is new.
これがそうなのかごめんタンスの裏になんか見えたんで
読んだ
え
Uh-oh.
何も読んでないよね忘れて週には関係ないから
何も読んでないよというか字なんて何も
ごめん帰ってもらっていい
お
今日は体調が悪いの
お
お前さその
帰って
分かったまた明日
You got in trouble? Oh, now she's actually watching the door now. She didn't before. Okay. Time to get in trouble for herself? Yep.
私おかしいのかな心がね自分でも不安になるくらいにすごく大きく早くおかしくなっていくのサクコに聞いたらそれは恋なんじゃないかって言うんだけれど本当にそうなのかな私が想像していた恋っていうのはもっともっとじっくり温かで酸っぱいんだけれどほんのり甘くてくすぐったくてそういうものだと思ってたでもね今の私はそれとは全然違うこれは温かで酸っぱくて甘いんだけれどまるで
Marade.
誰かに足をつかまれて沼の底に無理やり引きずり込まれるようなそんな感じなのとても心地いいよでもねなぜかずっと心のどこかで怖さも覚えているのこれは本当に恋なのかな私だけが特別なのかなあなたはどう思うねえいやわからない
That got a little intense.
一つだけわかるよあなたのその気持ちは多分週に感じたものとは全く別の全く異様の何か
So she's being manipulated by whatever spirits or things are causing this bullshit.
私とあなたどちらもひな子だけれど とどちらかが間違っている。お願い、もし私が間違っていたなら私を殺して、ねえ解放して。さもなきゃ私があんたを殺すから。
I hate it when that happens. I hate it when that happens. Okay. So the last ending we got, we ended up playing as that Hanako, and we killed this one off, and essentially went through with the ritual / arranged marriage to whatever it is. I wonder if that probably gets revealed in the true ending, I'm thinking.
Hello.
Oh shit. What's going on here? Am I in Discord right now?
Yes.
Oh, I shouldn't be. Bye. When did I
Bye.
I don't even know when I went to Discord. Shit. That was creepy as hell. I didn't even know. When did I log into Discord? Was I in Discord all night? That's weird. The creepy hello. That was so weird. I don't even know when I don't even know when I logged in Discord. That is odd. One sec. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, I have no idea when I even joined that. That is so weird. Like, I have no idea. Like, I'm wondering if I was, like, wondering if I was, like, in it all night or something, or what? Because I don't remember doing that at all. That is odd. That is odd. Maybe, like, did I push something on the keyboard? Nah, whatever. That's weird. That was very creepy, though. I was not ready for that even in the slightest. All of a sudden, there's a... When Beaky first jumped into the chat, I literally... all I heard was like your radio or TV or something. And I actually thought it was coming from the game because I was approaching an area where I thought a radio was. That was weird. That caught me right off. I wasn't ready for that. Oh, they still do damage to you when you're there. That is so weird. The door transitions are dangerous. But yeah, that was so funny. Oh my god, that was pretty priceless. Okay, where's my Ramune? Actually, we're just gonna eat this. Eat that. There, we're feeling good. No, but I'm very curious. I think I know where this ending is going, this particular one. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how this plays out. Because again, the last ending we essentially killed off one of the aspects of Hanako with the other. It's probably gonna be the same but the opposite side. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I might be able to, Beaky. I can't promise, but I might be able to. What's this say? It's scribbled all over. Higashi. No, we don't have room for that. Baseball bat. Okay, time to fight Mom and Pop, I guess. Oh yes, this is the boss fight. I think. The girl be dropped into the lava. I still don't know if that's supposed to be Sakuko or Hinako or who that's supposed to actually be. Because, like, why would that looks like it's Hinako. That looks like it's us. Because why would I think it's supposed to be us. Because I don't know why Sakuko... I don't know why Sakuko would be here. And Hinako is the one who's actually bleeding. This looks like a Resident Evil meal. The way Dad moves his mouth is creepy as all hell. Happy drunk Dad just does not look right. There's an eye on that roast. Ha! Okay, time for Papa to put on some weight. Wish I could get a special daddy blade. Another secret weapon unlocked. Okay. Yeah, I feel like most of this is taking place in her mind. Like I think that we are like the fake Hinako more than anything throughout most of the game, or the less real one. Okay, yeah, this is the Ornstein and Smo of this game. Look, she just... Okay, I was trying to get a different dodge out, but it's fine. Okay, I'm getting greedy. Ow! Son of a bitch. Oh my god. Jesus Louise. Doing worse this time than I did it, but I feel like this fight I did like really well my very first attempt, and every other time I fight this fight I feel like I just do shitty. Okay, leave me. Come on, let me out of here. Dear Lord. I feel like this fight is like more difficult every time I try it. Hey Phil, how you doing? I have no idea what you... Oh. I need to not read what you're saying because it's dumb and I hate it. Thank you for the sub though. Sorry, that was mean though. Oh shit. Mom's kind of a bitch. Oh. It's weird. Like, I really feel like every time I do this fight, I do worse at it. I don't get it. Like, I don't know why. I feel like I get hit by the mom's throwing knives a lot more. Ah. Okay, there we go. I'm the strongest teenage girl though, so it's fine. It's fine. They're like, okay, time to leave. I really think he should stop drinking though. That's alcoholism for you right there. Really packed on the pounds. It's really sloughing off. Ah. Are you sure? Oh, got on her knees. I'd be upset too. Oh, really?
これを飲みなさい。少し楽になるはずだ。
Got a new rendition of the FF1 battle theme. I just beat FF1, and the music in that game is still good. I will say, you kind of realize who and what he is a little bit more by this point.
よくここまでこらえてくれた。
He's still a creepy fella. He doesn't... His looks don't take me out of the game as much as they used to now.
そんなことは私が許しはしない。
I think the main thing that took me out of the feeling of Silent Hill at first was literally just because the other game did not have a Japanese aesthetic at all. This game went full Japanese aesthetic, and I think that's what took me out of it for so long. But the game does have a fair amount of tiebacks so far, like a decent amount of tiebacks to Silent Hill now, and it's still It is feeling the guy is too cartoony. At first, I thought so too.
先祖の霊に備えた米と水を 混ぜ合わせてこしたもの
But
だ
it doesn't feel as much anymore to me. I think maybe I just got desensitized to him though. He has a lisp. Okay. I think maybe I've gotten a little desensitized to him at this point, but he doesn't feel so much anymore that way. Yeah, I think it's the mask and the glowing eyes. You're 100%
気を
correct.
つけて行こう君のために用意した一番大切なものがある
Yeah, it is the glow. It is his glowing eyes, especially because he takes off the mask. We have seen him take off the mask on the last ending, and he doesn't actually have glowing eyes under his mask. I think the mask signifies. We should be able to get two of my last trophies in here. I feel like he's bonded. He himself is bonded to this god of whatever the god of this brand of Silent Hill is. I think he himself is bonded to it. I don't know. We are getting the third ending tonight, and I think I know the direction it's gonna go based on the last ending we got, and then we're gonna work on the true ending next time. Next time I stream it, we'll be getting the true ending. So. All in all, I actually really liked it. I know some people didn't like the combat and whatnot at first. Did I even show you what the new Dissidia is? I don't think so. I think you may have mentioned that there was a mobile game about it, but I haven't seen it. You possibly mentioned it to me. I actually might be mixing some things up now, though. Okay, so what's this? I don't think there's anything I can really enshrine. Pray. Yeah, we don't have the item yet, but we will be getting it soon. Okie dokie. Get a load of this. Oh, yeah, sure. I still think it's funny I was sitting in Discord somehow. I have no idea how I was in Discord. That felt so weird to me. Okay. Should be able to get through this pretty quick. Basically, the entire community was in flames and it dropped. People are so sick of... Okay. Oh, I thought this was something that was already out for some reason. Is it out? Okay, maybe I didn't hear anything about this. I assumed this was something that was already out. Yeah, we'll watch it really quick, sure. You've intrigued me. You've intrigued me. Come on. No. Oh, I hate my mouse. Shit. There we go. Okay, let's just turn down the volume on this other thing here really quick. Maybe that's what I was thinking about, Phil. They're just in Tokyo.
クリスタル答えてここでぶっ潰す
本気にさせたな全身全霊をかける足はうがい
Defeat the giant boss.
我々は皆異世界から召喚された戦士だ。
さっさと倒すぞ。ゴーストとか呼ばれてんだぜ。俺たち。
Oh my god, that one girl looks like... I saw a girl that kind of looked like... frick, I forget her name. At least she reminded me of... I don't know who I was thinking of now. Oh, you unlock modern costumes for them. Dissidia. Looks like it's just another auto battler, eh? Who are the next ghosts? Sign up now. Yeah, it looks like it's just gonna be another auto battler. Guaranteed. Just like what was that other game? Nier, which I desperately wanted to love. Nier was a beautiful game. Nier was such a beautiful game. Replicant? Dear Lord. Not Replicant, frickin' Reincarnation. It's a bit different from an auto battler? Okay. What a lively looking painting. Okay, so we just saved. So we should be able to get 2 trophies in here because I think my last level up item is in here and also the last door I need to open. But prompt to... Okay. Actually, let's put on... I'm gonna change this. We don't need Otter anymore. I think what we wanted was... Mantis, maybe? Or Suzerain? We'll do Suzerain. I think Suzerain was the one anyways. Perfect dodge has become easier to do, okay? Yeah, I have a feeling this ending is gonna play out similarly to the last one we got, but instead of being like this Hanako, we're gonna be the other Hanako and do whatever that is. Okay. Gashi. I can't say like I still think probably the best mobile game. Oh shit. I still think the best mobile game that I've played would have to be Arknights. Arknights. Oh shit. Arknights was the most fun I had with a mobile game. Thank you. Okay. And it seems like if we're reading between the like all the notes and stuff, it seems like there's like 2 opposing forces or gods or spirits or demons, whatever you want to call them. It feels like there's 2 opposing ones. So it's not like the same. I don't think it's the same. Like hell, maybe one of them is the same deity from like the mainline game. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like it's the same one. Gotta hate it when they cry. Ow! Heather versus Alessa. Okay, that's another very neat thing this game does, actually. Like, I actually like... this game feels like it handled... Well, maybe not Heather versus Alessa, per se. But it feels like... this game handles like the dark sides and the light sides of certain characters quite well. At least I like the way it does it. Kind of, it reminds me kind of Sybil and Dark Sybil, or Heather versus Dark Heather, or like, I like the way the game, like, it seems to handle that. At least that's what part of what this game does reminds me of that, and I didn't quite realize it till I didn't quite think about it at all till I got the last ending we got, because it had to do with the red liquid and all that, and it was interesting. I liked what they did with it. Again, like, I can see why a bunch of people might not be very... And then Hinako gets her persona. Yeah, she just has to take her mask off. Persona. But yeah, like, I feel like they did... I feel like they did well. It's interesting though, because when I first started this game, especially when I first turned it on, it felt wrong to me. But the second I got the first ending, Scroll of Pity, rejoice, for you are free from your ignorant, uncultured parents.
不教養かもしれないけれど
Never use Maragada, yeah. What's funny is his persona could actually be Mary if they're based on SMT demons.
は終わりましたでしょうか
Eddie reflects physical. I think it was the door with the... I think it was this one, actually. Let me see. I hope I'm right. Yep, okay, good. Started playing Hacker's Memory, Phil. Hacker's Memory, it's... gameplay, it's pretty fun. I will say it definitely feels like it has a bit of a... I feel like it has a bit of a slower start than Cyber Sleuth did. Shit. I forget the door. I forget the door in this room, and I don't know what the clue is for this one. That's kind of... That is not what I said. I never said that even one time. I never said that even one time, Ty. Just because I promised to name the frog Homo, that is not the same thing. Okay, no, I did not! You're putting words in my mouth. Did not. Putting so many words. Okay, where is the... Shit. God damn it. I forgot what door it is. I did not. No. There was no... I remember you asking the question, but there was 0 yeses. Oh, what? Okay, that was silly. I literally got trapped on the... We didn't get our counter in because there was a wall in the way. There we go. Okay, there, one down. Okay, there we go. That was getting silly. I will definitely concede and name the frog Homo for you, though. Just... It'd be funny if the game says no. Besides, maybe I want a girl who's gonna beat me with a pillow. Okay, we gotta find a different door. Yeah, we'll see how far... Like, I'm definitely gonna beat the game, but I do think Cyber Sleuth had a stronger intro. I feel like it had a stronger intro. Okay, so we go there. Which... What the heck? I feel like there is no... Was it this one? Okay, there we go. Hey there, bud. In toner mode. Okay, we win. The only thing in toner mode's missing in this game is cool music. We need in toner mode music. That's what we need. Yeah, and again, the combat did... I feel like the combat in this part of the game makes sense as to why she's strong, but at first the combat did feel very weird to me too. Like, it's kind of odd. Like, the game did feel odd and off to me when I first started, but the more I played it, the more I was like, okay, no, this does have Silent Hill vibes to it. It's just very different. I do think it helps that I played this right after Downpour, though. Because this game does a lot better than a lot of the stuff Downpour did. Like, the chases in this game are so much better than Downpour's. Downpour's, I still don't understand what it was that was chasing you. Like, I don't know if there was any significance to what was chasing you in Downpour, if they just felt they needed a chase scene. That's what it literally felt like in that game. Like, it felt like they thought to themselves, we need a chase scene. What are we gonna do? Oh, Soul of... Oh. I skipped over that. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Here it is. Scroll of Pity. Rejoice, for you're free from your ignorant and cultured parents. Oh, there it is. Rejoice, for rejoice, for you can dispose of the vulgar name Shimizu Hanako. Yeah. Okay, so I think the final... We should get 2 trophies in here. I just gotta find the right door. I never opened the door because I always just assumed that it was gonna be... There's a secret door in this room, but you kind of tend to ignore it because you think that it's just gonna be another one of the wrong doors. Rejoice, smile, observe, smile, serve, obey. For every last drop of blood shall be sacrificed.
私はどうしてここに
What's this? That's not the door. It's a very bloody room. Oh, yeah? Oh, well. I'm sure we'll figure something out, Ty. Inari Shushi. Ah, here's the door. So this should hopefully pop a trophy. Yes! And then we'll get one more trophy in a second here. Letter with pressed flower. There's nothing to be hated more in the world than being forced to live as a proper girl. But when I think of you, I start to wonder if maybe, just maybe, there's a reason I was born a girl. I hope these feelings will reach you like dandelion seeds carried in the wind. Aha! That's the last level up item. Mandate of the clan. A living sacrifice shall be offered every 8 years, for nothing else can quell the wrath which dwells up in the waters deep. She shall be a maiden, fair and pure of heart, and the blood which flows through her veins shall be that which has been blessed by the stars and is beloved by fate. Let it be known that only the most suitable sacrifice shall quench the being's vicious thirst. The duty of finding such a sacrifice shall fall upon the head of this house. Letter from infatuated youth. Hanako, 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 there isn't a day that goes by that I don't think of you. Hanako, Hanako, Hanako. How much more beautiful have you become? Hanako, 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 Hanako. You're taking over all of my thoughts. I can't tell whether you're a goddess or a demon. Whenever I close my eyes, all I see is you. I haven't gotten a wink of sleep in days. I keep doubting my own sanity. You're the only one who can save me from this sweet yet wretched hell. You're so precious to me, so lovely, but I can't forgive you for putting me through all this heartache. Hanako, 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 Hanako. Okay. Okay, so I think what it was... is Kotoyuki was essentially sacrificed to one of these gods, to this god here. And so he ended up being bonded to it, and this god essentially started using his form. And I think because of, my guess is because Kotoyuki was infatuated with Hanako, that other deity was also infatuated with Hanako, is my guess. I'm assuming. Diary of an infatuated boy. I'm embarrassed that I, a boy, was rescued by a girl, but I can't forget her face. She's all I think about. I can't even focus on my studies. The one thing I do know is that I can't talk to my mother about this. I wonder if I can run into her again, if I hang around outside. Her name is Shimizu Hanako. If I ever find her, I want to call her name and see her turn my way. I want Hanako. I need her. I need her. I want to hold her in my arms. I'll make her my wife so she'll be mine forever and ever. I'll be able to do anything I want when I'm heir. That's what my mother said. If I become the heir, then I can make Hanako my wife. Okay. Yep, okay. And we'll do our last level up, and that's the other trophy. I think I've gotten all of the collectibles now. Okay. Shit. Shit. Oh my god. Okay, we're good now. This lady seems like she's seen better days. Okay. Well, we did it. Okay. And we have to open this. And then everything goes away.
純子さん
There's Kodayuki.
お取り込み中ごめんなさい。ひなことほんの少しだけ話がしたいのだけれど、よろしいかしら。
では
Yeah, okay. So it made sense. Kodayuki
生きてるのね。
was the one that Hinako helped when he was a kid.
しっかりなさい。
しっかりって
未練は拙速では立てない。そう思い時間を与えたけれど、
Hmm.
生きていてもいいなんて考えてないわよね。
If I finish this fast enough, we'll still hop into some
殺せ。
Digimon tonight.
必
We'll
ず
see though.
もう少し外していた方がいいかな
Just like last time we did this.
お時間をあり
I
が
will
とう
say our sister doesn't look all that great.
それではこれにて。
She needs some face cream. New ride if you know Digimon. It'll probably be like the last time we did this because I think I finished it and then we moved on to Final Fantasy for a little bit.
はい。
それでは行こうか
Nice. And our level's gonna be maxed out after this. Yeah, I think that in this route, what's going to end up happening is I think we're going to use... I think we're going to wind up playing as other Hinako. So she won't wind up getting banished. She won't wind up getting separated from this Hinako via the red liquid. Okay, and level up. Nice. Okay, we are now... So I found all the collectibles and at max level. Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah. What I do think is interesting that it was literally the reason Hanako is in that kind of fractured mental state is because of Shu, which is a little, interesting. Okay, Muro, what do we got here? Be content with Crest 3. Show what lies deep within your heart. Let the line of foxes guide you. Offer the crest and lay bare your soul. The white bird flies free from her cage. Her shadow follows close behind. The fox raises a lantern. As he watches them fly away, there's nothing he can do now. The fox raises a lantern. feel like it's gonna be these ones. I think this will be the white bird. Blackbird. First try. Okay, that's pretty good. Did not expect to get that first try. That feels nice. The other two versions of these puzzles I did took me a decent amount longer than that. Okay. Kima Demono, duh. I think it's so funny. I was in Discord chat. I have no idea how that even happened. That is so funny. He's like, how's that ring gonna fit on my hand? Oh, I got other fingers. She needs to trim her nails, though, let me tell you. Wee bit long.
はい。
So it's making sense to me now why he's making her go through so much bullshit. Because at first I was wondering, is like, okay, why is he making her go through all this if he's just, you know, some guy who likes her? But he's obviously... I think he's been sacrificed to this deity. He's either been sacrificed to this deity or become this deity. And so he's just been incredibly warped and twisted.
一緒だからここまで来られました。
もうわずかの辛抱だ。
はい。最後まで。
Made her go through some shit, though. Oh. Skip to the chapter resolve. Skipping progress will not affect the story. Trophies tied to action difficulty will not be unlocked if skipped. Trophies tied to action difficulty. This is interesting. Skip to chapter of resolve. I wonder, does this just skip right to the end? Like, does this just skip? Like, what is this skip? I'm curious. One sec. Oh, skip chapter resolve. Okay, so this was that post game. Okay. Okay, what's this? Not in Nakamustai mode. Let's see. I hope this. Okay. Let me think here. I wonder what this skip thing does exactly. Oh, okay, here it is. Optional skip for select out. Okay, upon going through the door objective, solving the Euro puzzle in the new game plus, the game will display option to skip. The game will resume at the scene where Hanako awakens at the corridor of the Dark Shrine for the second time with the proceed objective skipped. Items from the skip sections will not be collected. Thankful to be here. Grateful for a worthy foe and clear skies. Do not unlock on a playthrough that uses the skip feature. The skip feature does not impact branching paths or endings. Okay. Thankful to be here. Grateful to be here. Grateful. Okay, let's see what that means. Because we might just be able to. I don't want to skip. We're not gonna skip. I don't want to skip. We're not gonna skip. We're gonna keep playing the game. We're gonna keep playing. That's interesting though. It actually gives you an option once you've done everything to lock yourself into an ending. It gives you an option now to skip to the final chapter of the game. Interesting. Hey, Fishbone. Don't skip. We're just gonna play it. There's not a lot left to do anyways. Yeah, we're getting the next ending here in a minute, Fishbone. That's what we're doing. I think it's interesting how... I actually really like how much... I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't necessarily like how it forces you to play it 3 times to actually figure out everything. Well, it doesn't bug me as much, but I definitely can see... I think that would be a turnoff to a lot of people. Yeah, I beat it, Fishbone. I did wind up beating that one, yeah. We're going to put on the... We're going to put on the other... Otter. Cannot change them. Oh, we're just going to run for it. I haven't platinumed it, no. I haven't platinumed it yet. I will do it eventually. Oh, Hanako's mad. Okay, we're gonna record here, I think. I did enjoy it though. They probably patched it out, but I remember that when I beat Silent Hill 2, I actually got the trophy for the speedrun achievement because there was a bug on the speedrun achievement, so I already have that, which is really funny. Okay, we'll put on Otter. Where's Otter? Let's go. Here it is. No, don't anger the track team. See, track team gets stabbed like directly in the neck and they're like, I don't freaking care. I'm gonna kill you. Actually, track team is gonna keep going. Track team has places to be.
何もかもめちゃくちゃだ。
Oh my god, stop it, Hanako. We're going this way. Oh my god, Hanako's like, I don't even care. I'm gonna kill everything.
返して私の全てを返してよぶっ殺してやる
Yep, lightsaber katana. We also have a regular katana, too. That's how badass we are. And, interesting fact, I read that they nerfed the game after I beat it the first time. They actually decreased the amount of enemies. They decreased the amount of enemies, and... You know, that was essentially what it is. So my first playthrough of the game, I remember when I was running through this section, I'd be like, holy shit, there's so many enemies. But they actually, they decreased it. Which is interesting that it seems like they did it on all difficulties, which feels a little odd. But yeah. What's the best weapon? I'm assuming it's this weapon I'm using right now, Fishbone. This is the unpurified katana, and I think this weapon is... I feel like this weapon is partially possessed. So I think this is probably the strongest weapon in the game. The lightsaber might get to be the strongest weapon because it gets stronger with every ending you get.
嫌だもう嫌私の街を返して
So the lightsaber might get to be the best. To get one of the endings, I think for 2 of the endings you have to purify the katana. For this ending, we are not doing that.
私の大切なものを全て奪ったな
Now if we look at this, Shimizu Hinako is the one missing now.
ならこうはならない絶対
Ah, are you serious? We were literally stunned. Ah, well, track team can take a knife to the neck. No big deal. I just deal. We're just gonna go ham. Let's go. Not even care. I don't give a fuck. Oh, never mind. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. I'm sorry. Give me a sip. Need my Ramune. Dear Lord, come on. Oh, I hate. Can you just give me this? Can you just give me the stun attack, please? It'd be freaking great. This game is not letting. Oh my god, we're getting stun locked here. There we go. That's what we wanted. Okay, we killed it. Now we've been slurped again, but we can at least move on. Thank you. Okay, let's go. I think now we're triggering the... Here's the scene. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that in this... I'm pretty sure this ending, because the last ending we got was the one where Hinako ended up going through at the wedding.
お前を許さない絶対に
I think this ending is... well, this ending, Hinako... I don't think Hinako is going to go through the wedding, but... I think we're still going to end up killing off a facet of Hinako.
こんなことだろうと思いました。
お姉ちゃん助けて
これがどれだけ失礼なことか、あなたにも十分分かっているはず。殺しなさい。殺しなさい。さあ。それがあなたのためです。死になさい。
Damn. Oh. That's nice of them. I'm gonna equip. I'm gonna equip the... Shoot. Suzerain, I think.
ようこそ。どうか心安らかな日々を。
This guy is seriously twisted, though. Oh yeah, this is when it kind of shows her transform. It was random, like Phil posted out of money for cards, and they're like, I have an extra, want one? Oh, okay. Okay, well, awesome. Hopefully it works out for you. They're better to, grab a whooping teeth. You have no kidding. Actually, Hinako doesn't have any teeth when she transforms. She doesn't even have a face. He just slides right off. I'm really glad they only make us watch like the torture part once, because that was freaking rough. Okay, Hinako. Because what it seems to be is like, what we play is two different versions of Hanako, right? This version, like this side of Hanako is the side that is like willing to conform to what's expected of her, I guess. Maybe go along with things that she doesn't want to do because it's easier. And then the other Hanako we play as, you know, in the real world, quote unquote, seems like the facet of her personality who is willing to fight a little harder, if that makes any sense. There we go. Oh yeah. All the it's. I know. The first time I saw that, I knew that would get some people because it really is. I think the first time you see it when it happens to Sakuko. Interesting thing about how the Hanako we played as just kind of disappeared was she disappeared the same way all the monsters do. We ain't getting that yen back, Fishbone. I think we've already realized that. That yen never coming back. And I think this is supposed to be the part in the game where you realize that all of this stuff, like whenever you see the stuff growing, was stemming from us, essentially. Yes, it did, actually, Fishbone. We realized last playthrough. It really does. You gotta look for it, and you won't realize... You won't really realize unless you've played the original Silent Hill. But it does. Now, how it actually happens? Like, what actually... Because, basically, OG Silent Hill, there's this drug, and I can't remember what it's called. It's called White Claudia. And it's made from a flower. And yeah, so in that regard it is, because the drug that this drug White Claudia that is made from these flowers is what is used in Silent Hill to essentially Lisa's taking it, and it's what really fucks up Lisa in Silent Hill 1. It's how you save Sybil when Sybil is completely overcome by like the darkness in Silent Hill, if you will, and she's attacking you. If you essentially splash this red liquid on her, it separates the evil of Silent Hill from her to a degree. And you also need to use it if you want to fight the true final boss, because it separates something to do with it separates the kind of the evil demon or the essence of Silent Hill from what's her name, Alessa. So what ends up happening is this drug that was in the original Silent Hill, I don't know if it's these flowers that are growing around here that it's made out of. I don't know exactly. I'd have to look into it a little more. But this drug is what Hanako was taking throughout the entire game. And it was apparently it was made by these, it was like a folklore remedy. That was like a cure-all to a degree, but it also helped people talk to their inner selves. Yeah, it was FTA. Yeah. It helped people talk to their inner selves. And Shu was giving this stuff to Hinako under the guise saying that it would help with her headaches, which maybe it was, but Shu knew what it was doing because Shu didn't want Hinako to go through with this arranged marriage. And so he thought that if she was able to just consult with her inner self like he could, that maybe she would find the strength to reject this arranged marriage. But all it really did was seem to cause her to go slightly crazy. Okay, so part of Hanako's problems is that Shu was giving her these drugs. Now, he had the best of intentions, but it wasn't the best choice. Yeah, like, it wasn't, like, he had the best of intentions because he knew she didn't really want to do it, but he knew she was having trouble finding the strength to essentially reject her family. So, like, I don't know. I will say, I still think Kodayuki, the other guy, is a lot worse than Shu. I don't think Shu's bad. I think that Shu just really fucked with her without realizing the consequences. Like, I think Shu just really... Yeah. Because Shu's technically the reason, I think, why there is two versions of Hinako kind of floating around inside her brain, you know? That being said, I don't think you could say Shu's responsible for all this. I think most of this is probably Kodayuki, but... Because Kodayuki, I'm fairly certain, like, it hasn't completely spelled it out yet, but it seems to me that Kodayuki is tied to... Yes. Without the pills. You're far more special than Hinako could ever be, Fishbone. You're far more special. Once I get all the endings, I'm definitely gonna, like, do a look into the game a little bit more to see if I'm right. But... Hey, Shaggy, how you doing? Yeah, to see if I'm right about everything, but... I think I see the main story they're telling here, and I think I get it. But I only have one more ending to get after this, and I think that's supposed to be the true ending. Just woke up and not died. But that's good. Not dying is generally normal. Well, actually, I would say there is more dead people than alive people. So you could argue that being dead is more normal than being alive. Huh? You still resist? How pointless. The dolls say different things now. Oh, yeah, I heard about that, Shaggy. I kind of forgot about it. That'll be Fatal Frame 2's second remake, by the way. Funnily enough. I don't know how I feel. Yeah, that will be Fatal. Yeah, they remade it once on the Wii. Because remember, it was originally a PS. It was originally an Xbox 360 or Xbox PS2 game, and then they did remake it on the Wii, and it was a full remake. It wasn't just a port. It was a full-on remake. So it is kind of funny. So I don't know how I feel about it. I'm still gonna play it. I'm not surprised they're doing that though, because what, like, Resident Evil was having so much success with remaking their old games, and then Konami was like, let's remake Silent Hill 2, our poster child, and then they did super well. So now I think Fatal Frame's Tecmo, and so Tecmo's like, oh my god, we have a child we could remake. That was a weird way to say that, but that's how I chose to say it. So yeah, I'm not surprised they chose Fatal Frame 2. I honestly think that if they were going to remake one, the one that needed it the most was Fatal Frame 1. Because out of all the games, Fatal Frame 1 is the one that plays the worst. But they can do what they want to do. It's their child. Demon Souls that remake too. Yeah, I'm definitely getting to that one soon. I kind of wanted to play Sekiro and then the Demon Souls remake, but the world is celebrating me. I should go see my parents. We don't need to fight those guys. We're just gonna blitz on past. Yeah, we don't need to fight these guys. We got all the collectibles already. We're max level now. We're the most upgraded high school girl we could possibly be. So we're close to triggering this ending here. What is this gonna say? Shimizu Hanako shall live. You shall die. Oh, I think I know who the doll is now. I'm just realizing who I think that doll actually is. I think the doll is supposed to be the other deity. Because, remember, I know there's two deities. There's two, I think there's like two gods, if you will, fighting. Or like, there's two gods, if you will, kind of at each other's throats here. One was worshipped for a long time in this area, and then it fell out of favor in service. Like, I think it was the Great Tree, this Great Tree deity, and that was worshipped for a long time. And then the Inari-sama, the fox god, people started worshiping that one after a while. Then stopped worshiping this tree. And I think Kotoyuki is bound to this fox god, and Kotoyuki is super infatuated with Hanako. And so he's trying to marry. He ended up getting like this arranged marriage with Hanako, it seems. And part of, like, Hanako didn't want to do it, but it seems like she's going through with it anyways. Well, mainly because her family needs the money, and because it's what they need to do, right? Hey, we're actually working our way towards, we're right before the third ending here. And so I think Kotoyuki, from what I understand, from what we've uncovered, Kotoyuki seems to be bound to this Inari-sama fox god. And because Hanako, not too much older, Fishbone, I would say maybe 3-4 years max. Maybe. Because in a flashback, it showed Hanako helping him when he got attacked by a wild fox of some kind when they were kids. And he was a kid, and like, she was a younger kid than him, but he was also a kid. So that was kind of the start of him wanting her, kind of thing, and then it just escalated from there. And then he kind of developed some kind of addiction, infatuation with her, and couldn't get her out of his mind. And so he was the heir to this. Yeah, like, he was the heir to this. He was like the bastard child of this other clan, if you will. And when the leader of that clan died, he was the heir to this clan. And then, if what I read was correct, if I'm translating it right, was maybe not sacrificed is the right word. I don't know, but I think he was somehow bound to this deity in a way to. That I'm not 100% sure on, but I think as a way to appease it. It seems. I don't know if I might be reading that wrong. So, my translating. I'm trying to think of what I thought. How much of him and how much of... Oh, yeah, 100%, Ayana, 100%. Yes. And so, because I remember before, I was thinking, okay, when I first kind of started putting together that he was Kodayuki, I was like, okay, why is he making her go through all this shit? And it's because he's so twisted. Like, I don't think Kodayuki himself is evil. I think the deity that's bonded to him has severely twisted him. So you could probably consider him bad, like evil now, even though he depicts himself as calm and kind and all this other stuff. But what he's making her do it kind of contradicts that. So I'm still not. From what it seems to be, is the Hanako we play as throughout the game is just another aspect of Hanako in her mind, to a degree. I feel like the Hanako who's all fucked up, I think that might be the actual legitimate Hanako. I think. It's hard to tell what is real and what's not. He probably doesn't have a choice. Oh, 100% Ayana, 100%. So yeah, we are... I think what's going to happen in this ending that we're getting here is the last ending we got... we essentially played as the version of Hanako who was caving essentially and going through with the wedding. I'm pretty sure this ending it's going to be the opposite. I think we're going to take the other Hanako and essentially not go through with the wedding. Then we got to work towards the final ending for when I get to the final ending next time. We'll stream that too. But I think that's what's going to happen this time. We also uncovered the thing about Shu this playthrough when we found the last of the notes, which was very interesting. Again, I don't think Shu is evil per se. I don't think Shu's bad per se. I think he made a big fucking mistake without realizing exactly what he was doing. I think he just was trying to give Hanako some degree of strength to help her come to the realization, or maybe to fight the fact that he knew she didn't want to go through with this wedding. Parts that he can control now, he can be gentle with her, guiding her in the soft way he can, obviously. Oh, 100%. Yeah, like the scene where she was like cutting off her face and shit, that was rough. That was so hard to watch. But yeah, I have a hard time calling Shu evil. I don't think Shu's evil. I think he was definitely misguided. But I don't think he realized exactly how much Shu was putting her through. But like, I don't think he realized exactly. But I think this doll is supposed to be... Again, I'm not 100% sure. I'm kind of guessing on this whole other deity stuff. But I think this doll is supposed to be a representation of this other deity that... that I think Sakuko's shrine was to. Because Sakuko had some dreams about... She really wanted to rebuild her old shrine, and then she was having dreams from one deity... Like, from two different whatever evil entity. I think at the end of the day, neither of the entities are going to be good. I don't think either of them are going to be all that great. But we haven't really seen much of the other one yet, but I think this doll is supposed to be a part of that. As I said before, it's like, I think what they did is very weird with having to, with like making you play the game 3 times to get the ending. I can see how that would be a turnoff for a lot of people. It doesn't bug me because I do enjoy the combat. Like, I do enjoy the gameplay of the game, the general gameplay of the game. But it was a bold choice to do things the way they did it, I think. Because, let's just say you play Silent Hill 2, you get the whole story of Silent Hill 2. The loop has... Oh, you're not wrong. You're not... Ayana, I think... Honestly, I think that's the main reason why I'm able to tolerate it Because as much as I loved Nier, Automata was a little different. But as much as I loved Nier, when you like, I'm glad they only made you play the second half of the game. But that did start to because all you really had to look forward to was the ending, especially when you got to, especially in the second playthrough had some extra stuff. The third playthrough had nothing, I don't think, aside from the ending. And the combat definitely started to feel very clunky. But you aren't wrong. I think that's the main reason why I tolerate it, and maybe why I actually enjoy it, because of Yoko Taro. Okay, in toner mode, let's go. And plus, I mean, I know this isn't Yoko Taro, but it's still God. I played Drakengard 2 to get all the endings, and that is worse than Nier. Yeah, I played Drakengard 2 to get all the endings, and that was rougher than Nier's. Drakengard 3 did, but boy was like, I love Drakengard 3. But you're not wrong. As far as Drakengard 3 is one of my favorite games, but I have a hard time recommending it to people. Like that's the best way I can describe it. Yeah, no shit. No shit. Whenever Mikhail comes on screen, you're like, God damn it. Piss Dragon, can you just go back to the sky, please? Okay, we're at the end here. Let's see what exactly we're dealing with. Ayana, oh no, we have one more segment to go through. I forgot. Honestly, yeah, that would be cool. I think I mentioned this in the past, but this was years ago. I was laying in bed, and right before I fell asleep, my phone did a ding ding, and I looked at it, and I had a Twitter notification. And I didn't usually get those. Never really paid attention to them. And I looked at it, and at a quick glance, in my half-asleep state, what it said is, FromSoft is now in pre-production for a Drakengard remake. And I'm like, what? And in my brain, I was like, that could be really cool. Like, that could be neat. Because FromSoft does dark fantasy very well. And I at first I was like, I was trying to think of the possibilities, and I got myself a little excited. And then I actually looked at the account, and it was a fake FromSoft account. And it was on April Fool's Day. And I was like, damn it! I would not mind. Out of all the Drakengard games, Drakengard 3 needs a remaster, though, 100%. Parents' soup. Okay, now we have one more little segment here. And then we beat the game. So I'm fairly certain I did everything I needed to do to get this next ending. As far as I know, all we needed to do to get this next ending was not take any pills and not purify the sword, and I think we should be good. And help Shimizu Hanako, please. Honestly, that is what it felt like too, Fishbone. But what I think... Yeah, well, the thing is, what I think... That very well could have been part of it, though, Fishbone. Because what that drug actually did to Hinako was it essentially shattered her psyche, if you will. Like, it... Because what ended up happening, right, is... It kind of shattered her psyche to a point where there was like Hinako and Hinako. Yes, and she did have an addiction, yes. And in that ending, she essentially killed off part of herself. And so, and actually, I am going to get that ending one more time, because I have to get one more trophy. So my final playthrough, when I put it on the hardest difficulty, I will be going for that ending just to see it again. That's the ending I'll be doing. Plus, I have to kill that boss again anyways for a trophy. But from what I understood, she essentially killed off a portion of herself. She also did have an addiction. She was slamming those pills left, right, and center. And so if this version of Hinako was the one to eventually take control of her body, I guess, she was totally messed up. For all we know, she was like, I don't know how Silent Hill actually works in this game, but if she was still like halfway in Silent Hill and half not, it's been implied in other Silent Hill games that sometimes people perceive actual people as monsters when they're in Silent Hill. It's been hinted at in Silent Hill 3. It was hinted at slightly, but then the guy said, haha, just kidding. It was also hinted at in Silent Hill Origins. She kills off a portion of herself every time, I think. One is the girl who wants to be free, and one's the girl who wants to honor. Yeah, oh, 100%, Diana. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But the other one, actually, yeah, the last ending, she definitely killed off a portion of herself, because remember, like, she ended up getting separated from herself by that red liquid, if you will. And then once she was separated, then the guy was able to banish the evil spirit. Ibisu Hill, not silent. True enough, Ty. True enough. Yeah, so they said in Silent Hill 3. In Silent Hill Origins, it was also hinted at that sometimes regular people are perceived as monsters. So as we were running, like escaping, if you will, for all we know, all those monsters that were being seen could very well have been people. Because, you know, the sirens are saying the bride is still on the loose. She was wearing a bridal gown. And actually, that actually hints at another thing. Like, that very well could have been her wedding day where she snapped and just, you know, probably maybe attacked Kotoyuki, maybe ran out, who knows. Oh, yeah, 100%, Aeon, 100%. Like, just snapped. The pressure was too much. She was overdosing on whatever it was that was shattering her mentally. And what it's implied is that she snapped literally on her wedding day. And yeah, so that's what's heavily implied there. But I am going to get that ending again, mainly for the trophy and for the Lost in the Fog difficulty, just to see it. But so again, but it's very hard to tell what is real in this game and what isn't. Like, I'm still, this is a very nice looking game. Like, I'm still kind of torn. Like, I already know this Hinako we're playing as is not, like, I think this version of Hinako is just a fully internal Hinako. This is not, I don't think this version of Hinako is like, this is purely internal. I think the other Hinako, like, I don't know. Like, I actually don't know if that Hinako is real or if that's also internal. Like, I don't know. Like, I honestly have no idea what is actually real in this game and what isn't. Or if Silent Hill or Ibisu Hill, as Ty so eloquently put it, if it operates the same way. Actually, the falling leaves are really nice, actually. Jeez. If it operates the same way, like, is it just on layers? And, like, when we're wandering, I don't think she's wandering around. I think she very well might be a resident of Silent. Actually, I said this before. I think that she is a lot like Mary. Like, that's the best way I can describe her. I think she's a lot like Mary. I think she is essentially, maybe not exactly the same thing, but pretty damn close. Kezia, I'm finally awake. Yeah, she's talking to the doll. Like, I think that her... Like, I think she's, like, a manifestation of... Like, maybe not 100% identical, but the same idea. Like, because, I mean, everybody who's played Silent Hill 2 knows kind of what Mary is. I don't know. It's... Alright, let's go.
通さないつもりか上等だ
Ow. Oh, I realized my sword's almost like dead. That's what's going on here. And... Hatchet time. Honestly, that very well could be too, because remember, Lisa was also addicted to the same... essentially the same drug that we were taking. Oh, 100% Ayana. There's that tree, right? Which I think this sword has a lot to do with that tree. I could be wrong, or whatever deity is in that tree. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot. I'm hoping the final ending, like I'm hoping when I get the final ending that answers the quest. I'm still going to be looking a bunch of shit up once I actually get the final ending. I haven't done it yet because I wanted to see them all, like actually see them all first. Okay, here we go. Oh, maybe there's more. I keep forgetting we got to go through this section too. It's funny because when I first turned on this game, I had very mixed feelings about it.
もう決めたんだ私は止められない
I won't be stopped. Like, my feelings were so mixed. And now... And now I feel like the more I played it, the more I was like I got like super invested. There we go. Yeah, no, like when I first like I wasn't sure about it, and like I think some of my complaints were essentially answered by the game itself. I don't think, I don't know, I don't think we need 3 of them. No, we're gonna get rid of one of those. Because when the game first started, I thought, okay, this shit started really fast. I have no idea what's actually happening. And I thought the game started too fast without explaining anything. But then after you play the game, it makes sense. Wow, that's a toolkit, never mind. It kind of makes sense why certain things weren't explained right away. Oh, well, yeah, 100%. Like, I thought, okay, this started really fast. Why? Okay. Like in all the other ones, there was a build-up to, like, the person eventually being in Silent Hill, it felt like. It felt like you could at least see a glimpse of the reason why stuff was happening. Like, in the first game, Henry was there because car accident on the road looking for his daughter. Okay, makes sense. Second game, James was there because he literally got a letter from his supposed dead wife calling him there. That's weird, but okay, that's why James is there. Third game. Heather is... I mean, I guess that one does start kind of abruptly. You wonder, it's like, okay, what the hell? Why is this mall? What's happening in this mall right now? But you find out pretty quickly. You kind of realize pretty quickly why, like, maybe not 100%. But actually, that game kind of dropped most of its story pretty quick, didn't it? But anyways, third game, it's pretty obvious what Heather's deal, like a portion of Heather's deal, and why this, like, she's being stalked by people. Okay, I get that. Origins. Same kind of thing. Trucker on the side of the road happens to be pulled into Silent Hill. He's there because he drove there. Okay, I get that. You know, like, I mean, like, every game, like, it tells right away. This game, you start off in town, and then just, okay, my parents are fighting. I'm gonna go talk to my friends because I don't want to be home. You go talk to your friends, and all of a sudden, what the hell? There's plants growing out of the walls. It felt very sudden. Oh yeah, 100%. And you don't really realize like, honestly, you don't really fully grasp what actually happened until the third playthrough, because honestly, you don't really read the final of Shu's notes until the third playthrough, and that was when you fully realize what actually happened there. So at least I get what the inciting incident is now, because anyways, yeah, and I also wasn't sure how, gameplay wise, I wasn't sure how I felt about the combat at first, but as I played the game, the game really grew on me after a while, and I am super enjoying it. And the first ending, even though the first ending was freaking batshit and I had no idea what was going on really, that was one of the reasons. Actually, the first ending grabs you and makes you want to understand more, and I think that was the purpose of that shocker first ending. The first ending was really cool. I liked it a lot. It kind of gave me like a really classic kind of horror style ending though. Let's do this, Shimizu Hinako. Like one where you felt like you won, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I didn't actually win. Okay, let's see what actually happens here. So we didn't purify this sword. I didn't pick up the red liquid. I don't know if the red liquid, if picking up the red liquid would have screwed up the sending or not, but I didn't pick it up. And we took no pills. Yeah, that's right, Ayana. And the coolest thing, we're gonna get another ending, so my lightsaber will be stronger. Oh, interesting thing. I'm probably the only person who might have noticed this, but as you're walking down the hallway, earlier in the game with Kodayuki, almost every single character in this hallway is like the same NPC kind of thing, but one of them is your sister, just one of them, and she's like halfway down. It just, I don't know, just an interesting thing. I'm also very curious, I forget her name. I just forgot her sister's name. But was our sister, was she married to Kodayuki too? I think she probably was. I just kind of clued into that. I think she might have been married to Kodayuki first. So I think she's actually just dead.
なんてしぶとい。そんなにもあなたには未練があるの。
Different clan member? Okay.
私であって何が悪いの？私はまだ、いえ、いつまでも私でいたいのに。
あなたの気持ちもわかる。不安よね。怖いわよね。でもそれは乗り越えられるものなのよ。
乗り越えるかどうかは私が決めること。誰にも勝手に決めさせたくない。
もう遅すぎるの。あまりに遅すぎる。
Actually, Yana, that's smart. Yeah, she's frozen
遅
now.
いも早いもない。
Yeah, I think we actually know what the doll is supposed to be, though, now. I think the doll is definitely supposed to be, if not for the... Oh, yeah, the sister's gone now. If it might just... Yeah, the doll I think is supposed to be a representation of... Or maybe it was literally because she used to talk to it when she was a kid. Of that other god that's attached to her. And I think it's only attached to her because it's trying to get rid of Inari. I think it's trying to get rid of Inari-sama.
それが大事。
So I actually would not be surprised if the final ending is just us fighting both deities. I would not be surprised by that. Oh my god. Wedding's ruined. That was expensive. Maybe. I don't know. Ayana, I like that. I like that, actually. I think you very well could be right. And the other Shimizu Hinako is going to be behind her.
お前殺したはずなのに今さら私を惑わせるな。もう遅い。
It's too
遅い
late.
も早いもない。これは決断。清水ひな子の決断なの。決断は私がした。私が求めるものは新しい性。お前は消えろ。決断は私が
You
した。
could say another way was she was also trying to get away from her parents. Oh.
清水ひな子に戻れ。
Oh, are we literally... Oh, is it just this boss fight again? Is it this boss fight again? I did not expect this. Okay. Maybe I'll be able to actually get the... I'm honestly surprised. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. This makes... Okay.
花嫁にはふさわしくないわいだ。
This behavior is not
あ
befitting
な
her.
たは一体何者なの？
その言葉はそのまま返そう。君こそ何者だ。ひな子に何がついた。どうやってこの聖域に入り込んだ。正体を見せろ。
the doll. Oh, oh shit. Okay. Oh, I think this is supposed to be the real world.
信じてたぜ相棒お前なら絶対に示せると思ってた自分の本当の気持ちをな
Oh, maybe is this the real world? I don't even know.
汚れめどこから入り込んだ
Oh. Shu, I think you should leave.
Hinako, 逃げるぞ
Oh. Uh.
あなたは何者なの
Yeah, good question. Nothing more than a man who fell in love. Ever since I wanted nothing more than your hand and your happiness. Okay. These are the rules of human courtship. I'm afraid we'll have to do things my way from now on. Sometime the missing posters. Okay. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think what it was is, yeah. I think Kodayuki. I think when Kodayuki and Inari here, I think when they bonded or whatever it was that happened, I think that, well, Kodayuki's affections or whatever were, well, copy pasted onto the Inari because they're one now, right? Ow! She's not giving me any real good opportunities here. Freaking Dark Souls. This is a Dark Souls boss, though. Fighting in less jumpy Sif right now. Oh my god, my dodging is terrible, eh? Dear Lord! Sorry. It might have appealed for Kodayuki. Think that by marrying Hinako, Inari has possibly gains her power because of the whole idea. Yeah, true enough, true enough. Hey, Zenesis. Dear God. God, why like my dodging is really bad. There we go. Oh, okay. I think I know the trophy for this boss fight. I think I know the trophy for this boss fight. Basically, One of the trophies said defeat all enemies
君が人の世で一切の苦
before
労
you
をし
beat
な
the
くて
boss.
済む全てを揃える
I think this is probably it.
Naze なぜこの思いが伝わらんのだ
Oh. No, maybe I had to. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I think we had to kill all of them. Oh, I broke my... Oh. We're just breaking all my weapons, it seems. Oh my god, this guy's going full, What was the dark... What was the freaking Bloodborne boss who climbs onto the ceiling, jumps down on you because he's a jerk? Excuse... Yeah, that's a Sith move right there. Naruto, not quite. I feel like I cannot hit him. Oh! Excuse me. That is not how you get a wife, Mr. Fox. I just jump on them and bite their neck. Just Law of the Wild right there. You're doing it wrong. Okay, actually, you know what? We'll do a lightsaber battle. I think I'll be better with that. Okay, seriously? I cannot dodge that attack for the life of me. Frick, I feel like I just cannot dodge his stuff at all. We were doing really good until he started being a jerk. There we go. Okay, I think this is the boss that I have to do this with. I think I do need to kill everything. I think that's the...
それは何だ教えてくれ
私の望むものそれは自分の生を自分の翼で羽ばたくそしてその行く末を自ら選ぶことです
それはどういうなぜこの思いが伝わらんのだ
I think everything's dead. Oh, he's losing tails. He loses tails, it looks like. Oh my god, I don't... That attack is freaking rough. I think we might actually die because of that attack. Yeah, like, really? Whenever he does that attack, I feel like I just can't dodge it. Does he? Oh, okay, it looked like he lost Tails for a second. Maybe just the way he was standing. Oh, yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, you are right. I think he was the way he was standing. It looked like he was missing some. Ooh, I did it. Actually, can we... Oh, we can equip things. Cool. Okay. Restore stamina prevents stamina from being consumed. Ah, we have too many Higashi. There's not much to really do about that. Put that there, I guess. Guess we put the toolkit on there for now. We're getting my ass handed to me, though. Come on. There we go. Okay.
あなたは私に恋し、私をめとるために人生を激しく生きた。私も自らの人生を
Oh, this is gonna be
あ
hard.
なたのように激しく生きたいのです。
女は男の求愛を受ける。何より幸福ではないのか。
私の幸福は私が決めます。他の誰か
Okay,
に
it's
与え
making me
られる
fight
ものじゃない
bastards right now.
羽ばたかずにというかだ
Oh, we got the trophy anyways. Oh, cool. Okay, I think that was the trophy for doing the boss puzzle. I love. Oh.
あなたの求愛を生涯忘れません。そしてありがとう。
Oh yeah, but
こっちだ早く
I think that we essentially
お前と宇宙戦争ごっこで遊んだことを思い出した。だからお前は俺とヒナコの戦友だ。
早く行くといい。私が宇宙人の役になって君を食べてしまうこともできるのだからね。
また会おう。
okay, so wait. Was Inari-sama not actually... Okay. Was he just corrupted by the same shit? That's it, eh? Okay, there's gonna be more. Okay. because I felt like we heard some laughing or whatever in the back, or maybe just hearing things. Okay, so now I'm wondering if the doll or the other entity is actually the evil one, who was maybe just corrupting or amplifying the intentions of Inari slash... Huh. I don't know. Because as we were fighting him... He seemed to be getting... cleaner or purified, I don't know. That being said, I still don't think he's necessarily good. Yeah, yeah, clear. So, I will say, so far that ending felt the most uplifting. We'll know once we see the after credits scene, because it's gonna be something. Hey, Lil. Yeah, no, very, very, very true, Ayana. I think that I'm wondering now if the actual corrupting force was the... I keep saying the tree, because as I'm... Well, remember, we read that other thing. There was that other note. There was that other note. It was of like a tall man who worshipped the tree, and he was the one who came and first told people about the tree or something. And then there was another note, and I think they said he killed people about saying you know you shouldn't have stopped worshiping this tree or whatever. And I can't remember if they said that he killed somebody or not. There was also talk about I forget what dragon god or whatever, that was like decapitated and his head came over here and poisoned the water or something. Which very well, if there's truth in that, that could be, maybe that's what nourished the roots of the tree, the poisoned water from this, I don't know. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is the candy shop where Sakuko was buried, but there's nothing on the ground anymore, right? But if Shu's still alive, does that mean that... Yeah, and her clothes aren't ripped anymore, which is like... Move low. I mean, the fog is still there. Nobody's around. The accompanying hydrogen sulfide gas. Yeah, okay. That answers that. Doll's there. Ren's basically had been ordered to evacuate earlier. We spoke. Okay, that's a that, isn't it? Okay. So my theories on the final ending. The final ending, the main things we need to do is first get rid of the badge or the pin. When is this set? I think this is set. I think it's set in 1960s Japan. I feel like it's 1960s. I think that's what it says. But no, my theories on the final ending, because what we have to do to get the final ending is first, we don't take any pills. Second, you have to give up this pin that was given to you by Kodayuki / Hinari-sama. You have to give up that pin. You have to basically offer it as a tribute to these statues. The statues that I think it's the same kind of statue that we had to use to get the sword. And then we also have to purify the sword. So what I think that's supposed to symbolize is Hinako trying to sever her ties with both of these deities. So I'm fairly certain that's what that's supposed to, like, finding a way to sever both those ties. Because if we purify that sword, then essentially we won't have... we won't be as heavily influenced by whatever that tree, dragon head, whatever. And then the other thing is... well, we'll be rejecting Kodayuki or the Inari, right? So that's what I'm thinking. That ending definitely was a lot more uplifting than any of the other two so far. Aside from what seems to be worse things happening. But yeah. One more ending to get, and then I just gotta do the wrap-up for the last two trophies, I think. Loud. I think it's funny, looking at this game... yeah, I would say so, and I would say so. That would make sense. That would make sense. Because throughout the game, we also read those notes. The game got really loud. We also read those notes about the theories of... I forget what god it was or who it was, but how there was that dragon that was apparently decapitated in ancient times, and its head flew far away to Ebisagoka or whatever it's called, and it poisoned the water. Now that was just kind of theory, that was just kind of folklore or whatever, right? But that's probably what the basis of what's going on there is, so. And definitely what it seems like was going on is the one version of Hinako that we're playing as through most of the game is just a mental aspect of Hinako. I think the other Hinako is technically more real than the Hinako we're playing as. I think she's the one who's in more control. She's the one actually going through with this stuff. I still think it's happening on a separate layer than the real world, so to speak, right? Because when we actually got out of there, Hinako first off, she wasn't all deformed from what she was going through with the, she wasn't, like, all deformed from, like, all the self-mutilation. And her uniform was perfectly normal. So I think so that, I think, was definitely the real world when they were running out. I think they defeated what was kind of locking them in there and they left. That being said, so I think what happened to Shu and Sakuko and Rinko, I think all of that was just symbolizing, was supposed to be just Inari-sama just trying to force Hinako to, like, say goodbye to her old life, say goodbye to her old friends. She's not going to see them anymore. Kill them off, essentially, in your mind. The fox wets its tail. So I think that's what all of that's about. Wise researcher. Okay. One more ending to get. That's what I'm thinking. So I do think I liked that ending better than the last one. The final scene of the last one was pretty freaking graphic, but nice. Yeah, we just got this one right here. Lost in Fog difficulty. I'll probably get the final trophy, because I do have to fight the boss of the first ending again anyways. So I'll probably get the final trophy of that one just on the final, when I'm doing the final difficulty challenge. So next time I don't need any more collectibles. I don't need to do anything. The only thing I need to do is offer up that pin. Actually, let's look at the prerequisites here. Okay, and the opening screen changes depending on it always changes depending on the ending you get. Interesting. So, complete the story for the first time. Fox's wedding. Don't take red capsules. Purify the sacred sword, or don't obtain it. Obtain the Aguda no Hote-sama, which is the red liquid that was in the first game, essentially. Don't take the red capsules. Obtain the unpurified sacred sword. Okay. This one. This is the last one. Complete 2 different full endings, which, yeah, we've done that. Didn't take the red capsules. Purified the sacred sword. Offered the brooch. So we still don't need to take we still need to pick up the red liquid. I'm just gonna leave that alone, I guess. But yeah, so I just gotta make sure I don't take any capsules, purify the sword, and offer up the brooch, and that's it. Honestly, the game's been great. I've enjoyed it way more than I expected. Like, way more than I expected. It's not that hard of a platinum either. It's just mainly there's a few like, it just expects you to do some random stuff, but kind of stuff that you have to either just get good at the game or yeah, Lost in Fog using my last playthrough. Honestly though, the next time I stream this, we will be streaming it when I'm nearing the ending of the last chapter. I'll probably stream it once we hit the Shimizu house again. I think that's what we'll do. But yeah, we're probably going to move on and play some Digimon after this, I think. But overall, that ending was good. It kind of, I think I got most, if not everything, answered in my head. Like, I don't think, I know they were trying to say that girl's dead kind of thing. I don't think Hinako was, like, I think that was just them saying, like, no, she's dead to us now, she's gone. She's not coming back, she's, you have to let her go. I think that was just their terminology. And Sakuko, I mean, Sakuko's reason for calling her a traitor was, says it a couple times, and it's kind of more of a petty thing. Because when you read, Sakuko's diary entries, Sakuko said because she was, like, best friends with Hinako, and Hinako, I guess they're saying Hinako promised that, they would do things together, like they would always kind of be friends and stay together, but she felt like Hinako was moving on without her, and that made her a traitor. So that's why she was said. That's why you would hear Sakuko say the traitor stuff from time to time. So it wasn't as deep as there wasn't any deep meaning game wise beyond that. It was just Sakuko being childish to an extent, I guess. But yeah. Overall, I'm enjoying so far. One more ending to get, really, and then that'll be it. 81%, baby. But yeah, we're gonna move on, I think, for now to... May as well move on and do at least an hour and a bit of Cyber Sleuth. But, not Cyber... Yeah, well, Hacker's Memory, whatever. God, it's... Silent Hill F, it's... This game... This is one of the few games... I don't get them very often. But where you beat... Especially when I beat the first time, it just sticks with you. It stays in your head. I like those kind of games. I like them. Anyways, let's switch gears here. Okay. Do. Felt good. Feels good. I don't generally jump on games right away, too, right after I beat them, to try to go for the platinum. This one I felt like I had to, though. Because I wanted the other endings to stay fresh in my head while I'm playing it, otherwise I would have been mad at myself. Okay, let's see. Where is my capture card? Oh, it fell. It fell down. So I'm very curious what the next thing is. I don't know. I wasn't sure what I never really thought about the other thing or the what the sword signified or whatever. Never really thought about that too much, but I'm thinking that I think the sword is probably that deity is just more evil than Inari completely.